the standard 10th, we had already discussed matrix. Once again, before I come down to today's topic about scalar multiplication and multiplication of matrices, I would again go back what a matrix is. A rectangular arrangement of numbers in rows and columns is a matrix. The order of the matrix is number of rows into number of columns. If you multiply number of rows into number of columns, you will get how many elements are there in matrix. Then we discussed the kinds of matrix. If you remember, we discussed a row matrix, a matrix which has got only one row. Then we discussed a column matrix. We said a matrix with one column is called a column matrix. Then we discussed the rectangular matrix. When number of rows are not equal to number of columns, then we have a rectangular matrix. Then we discussed about a square matrix, a matrix which has got the number of columns and number of rows are equal. Then we discussed the transpose of a matrix, that when we interchange the rows and columns in a matrix, we get the transpose of a matrix. Then we discussed a diagonal matrix. In the diagonal matrix, we had the diagonal elements, the principal diagonal, which is starting from the top left to the bottom right, non-zero, and the rest of the numbers were zero. That was a diagonal matrix. When I said principal diagonal, it starts from top left to the bottom right, and for a matrix to be a diagonal matrix, it has to be a square matrix, because diagonal is possible only in a square matrix. And when we talked about unit matrix, where we said the elements of the principal diagonals are unit and the rest are zero. Then we discussed the equality of matrix. We said two matrices of the same order can be equal, and for finding out that, you have to equate the corresponding elements of both the matrices. Then we discussed the addition of matrices. We said that two matrices can be said to be conformable for addition if they are of the same order. Then only we can add them. Then same thing we discussed about subtraction of matrix. Now today we are going to discuss about scalar multiplication. Scalar is a number. Scalar is, you have read scalar and vector quantity. Scalar is a number. Scalar is a number. You have read scalar and vector, otherwise also in physics you have read. So scalar is just a number. How do we multiply a matrix with a scalar? Now we are going to do some problems to make it very clear, examples to make it very clear to you. It's very simple. Each elements of the matrix will be multiplied by the given scalar. For example, if I have a matrix A, B, C, D, and I want to multiply it by a scalar x. Suppose I want to multiply it with a scalar x, then what will happen is, it will become ax or xa, xb, xc or xd and xd. So you will get the matrix xa, xb, xc, xd after multiplying it with the scalar x, where x is a scalar, x is a number. Let us take few examples to make it more clear to you. For example, here we have written few questions here, 4 questions. A matrix is a 2 into 2 matrix. 2 into 2 means number of rows and number of columns are same. These are all 2 into 2 matrix. These are square matrix of the order 2 into 2. A, B, C, and I have to find 2A minus 3B plus C. I have to find 2A minus 3B plus C, where A, B and C are the matrices of the order 2 into 2. So let us write what is matrix A. Matrix A, according to this question, is 4 minus 2, 4, 0. Minus 3B, B is 1, 1, 5, 2. And plus C is minus 3, minus 1, 0, 2. So what are we going to do? We are multiplying this matrix by the number 2. What will I get? 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8 and 0. Minus 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6. And this is not multiplied by anything, so it will remain as it is. Minus 3 minus 1, 0 and 2. Now what we are going to do is, wherever the addition subtraction is there, we will follow the steps. Like 8 minus 3. 8, it is minus 3 plus minus 3. This is here. The next element is minus 4. Second element of this matrix. Second element of this matrix. Second element of this matrix. Corresponding elements of all the matrix will be taken. It is minus 3 plus minus 8 minus 15 plus 0. 0 minus 6 plus 2. Now it is simple addition and subtraction. This is 8 minus 3 is minus 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. Minus 4 minus 3 minus 7 minus 1 minus 8. 8 minus 15 is minus 7. Minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. So we have done 3 processes here. First is matrix multiplication. It has been shown that every element of the matrix will be multiplied by the given scalar. Like when I say 2a, so every element of the matrix A will be multiplied by 2. Like elements of the matrix were 4, minus 2, 4, 0. When I multiplied by 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, minus 4, 2 4s are 8 and 2 into 0 is 0. Then minus 3b. So b is 1, 1, 5, 2, it will be multiplied by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6. And there was no multiplication here. Then we added and subtracted accordingly and we got the final matrix as 2 minus 8 minus 7 minus 4. So this is the complete process where we multiply also, we do the addition and subtraction also. Let us see the next question. I have A as minus 3, 6, 0, minus 9. I want to find out 2a plus a dash. A dash is the transpose of a matrix. We just told you before starting that for obtaining transpose of the matrix, we interchange the rows and columns. For example, it is minus 3, 6. It will be converted into a column. 0, minus 9. When you interchange the rows and columns, you get the transpose of a matrix. Now we want to find 2a plus 3a dash. 2a plus 3a dash. So we will multiply each element of a with 2. What will we get? 2 minus 3 minus 6. 2 6 are 12. 2 0 and 2 9s are 18. Plus 3 into a dash. You multiply each element of the matrix a dash by 3. 3 into minus 3 is minus 9, 0. 3 6 are 18, 3 9s are 27. So this is the value of 2a, this is the value of 3a dash, and we have to add them. What do we get on addition? Minus 6 minus 9 is minus 15. 12 plus 0 is 12. 0 plus 18 is 18. Minus 18 minus 27 is 45. Minus 45. So 2a plus 3a dash is minus 15, 12, 18 minus 45. Now let us see a dash minus 1 by 3a. What is a dash? A dash is minus 3, 0, 6, minus 9. Minus 1 upon 3 into A. That means 1 upon 3 will multiply each element of the matrix of A. So that means each element of the matrix A will be divided by 3. 1 upon 3 means multiply by 1 by 3 or divide by 3. So when I divide it by 3, it will come 1, it will come 2, 3 2s are 6. If 0 divided by 3 will give you 0 and 3 3s are 9. So what will I get? Minus 3 plus 1. Minus into minus will become plus. 0 minus 2. 6 minus 0. And minus 9 plus 3. Minus minus will become plus. So it will be minus 2, 6 and minus 6. So you get A dash minus 1 upon 3A. Here you get 2A plus 3A dash. The purpose is to show you the matrix, the multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Like 2 is multiplying A, or 3 is multiplying A dash, or A is being multiplied by 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3 multiplication means each element will be multiplied by 1 by 3 or divided by 3. Let us see question number 3. A is 1, 1, minus 2, 0. B is 2 minus 1, 1, 1. I have to find out x, where the equation is, matrix equation is 3x plus b plus 2a is equal to 0. Actually, what does it mean? X is also a matrix of the same order. X is the matrix of the same order, 2 into 2. I have told you in my earlier lecture also that if X matrix, I can write it as A, B, C, D. It's a matrix of the order 2 into 2 because these are 2 into 2 order. So it has to be, X matrix has to be of the order 2 and 2 only, plus B. Plus B means, what is the elements of B? 2 minus 1, 1, 1. Plus 2A. A is 1, 1 minus 2, 0 is equal to 0. Now it means 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. We told you that if a matrix is multiplied by a scalar, then each element of the matrix will be multiplied by a scalar. Plus 2 minus 1, 1, 1. And this will be multiplied by 2, 2 on the 2, 2 on the 2, 2 2s are 4, 0 is equal to 0. 0 means it is equal to a matrix 0. When I have converted everything into matrix 0, that means it is equal to also a 0 matrix. I can write it like 0, 0, 0, 0. Everything into a matrix 0, 0, 0, 0. Now let us add 3A plus 2 plus 2. 3B minus 1 plus 2. 3C plus 1 minus 4. 3D plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0. Because a matrix can be equal to a matrix only. So let us find out. 3A plus 4 is equal to 0. First is 3A plus 4 is equal to 0. Means A will be equal to minus 4 upon 3. Then 3B plus 1 is equal to 0. Means B will be minus 1 upon 3. 3C minus 3 is equal to 0. That will imply C is equal to 1. And 3D plus 1 is equal to 0 will imply D is equal to minus 1 upon 3. So we wanted to find out the value of x. So what is going to be the x? X was A, B, C, D. The value of A is minus 4 upon 3. The value of B is minus 1 upon 3. The value of C is 1 and minus 1 upon 3. So we got the value of x. We wanted to find the value of x as minus 4 upon 3, minus 1 upon 3 and 1 minus 1 upon 3. So this is the third question. That could have been done another way also, like this way, or we could have, I'll show you just now what is the other way. We could have used the matrix multiple. Simply 3x would have been minus b minus 2a, or x would have been 1 upon 3 minus b minus 2a, or we could have said minus 1 upon 3 b plus 2a. We would have calculated b plus 2a. This is matrix B, this is A. So B plus 2A we would have calculated and divided by minus 1 upon 3. We would have got the same answer. Now let us see the fourth question. Fourth question is 1, 4, minus 2, 3 plus 2m is equal to 3, 3, 2, 0, minus 3. We have to find out the value of m. So what we'll do is we'll transfer this matrix to the side. Let me multiply it by 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 0 minus 9. And minus, we would have got 1, 4, minus 2, 3. So 2m will solve as 9 minus 1, 6 minus 4, 0 plus 2, minus plus 2, minus 9, minus 3. That means we would have got 8, 2, 2 and minus 12. So m will be equal to, we'll divide it by 2. 2m is this, so m will be 2 4s are 8, 2 1 are 2, 2 1 are 2, 2 6 are 12. M will be 4 1, 1 minus 6. Thank you.